Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Back to throw. Baker. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Pushes him over. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Harper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they're practicing all the time now, too.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Baker. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's brought down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Schultz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Operating from the gun, Schultz over the middle, complete. It's Harper.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. Baker. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Schultz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold. Behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Baker on 3rd down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. I think that's Sherman down. Yes, it is. Apparently shaken up there. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Baker. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14 to 10. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They go play action here on 1st down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Schultz. And he's got his big tight end here. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give to Cook out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and...
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I'll just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done. A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here's Baker throwing on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Second down at 7.
Back to throw. Schultz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. To throw on second down, Schultz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
Lions 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here come the Lions now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up the 3rd and 3.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun, Baker.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Buying time, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. 2nd and 11. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Scott. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 2, Scott. This is Reese on the ground. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Scott now to throw on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. To throw with Scott. To throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Bullard. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. Bullard firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Bullard. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. This is Hines. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They get this out left. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. 1:07 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they take a knee.
Jaguars 24, Lions 17.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, Offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.